Hey, good morning. Welcome to Jeff's Daily Drive. And it's March the 1st, 2016. Hey, are you using video marketing for your business? Are you using YouTube, social media? And in doing so, are you sure you're actually ranking your videos properly? Well, in this video, I'm going to actually give you a few tips on how to do that properly. This is something that I'm doing. I'm using, obviously using YouTube, using social media marketing, using the internet, and ranking your videos is a critical thing because actually a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, explained to me, having videos out there on YouTube is kind of like having a whole bunch of papers stacked on top of one another with different pieces of information, and your paper could be very much at the bottom of the pile, and if you don't do something specific to get your piece of paper up to the top of the file, then nobody's going to even know that it's there. So this is something that I was actually doing wrong, and I've been, as much as I'm actually offering information online to help entrepreneurs effectively market themselves online, I'm constantly learning as well, and this is kind of like it's in business you'll hear the saying "failing forward," and you just do things if you and you want to make sure that you're taking action on a daily basis. So this is something that I was kind of doing right. I mean, filming a video is one thing and uploading it is another, but making sure you're actually taking the critical steps to rank them properly, again, gets that piece of paper, that piece of information that you're trying to get out there to the public on top of the file. So I've written a few things down here. Excuse me. Excuse me. One of the things is you want to make sure, and this is something I know I wasn't doing, you want to make sure that your file name has the keyword in it. So make your file name the same as your title name. So when you are getting ready to upload your YouTube video, it'll actually give you, if you don't name it yourself, some long weird number, and then it'll actually, that will be the title of your video. And so, think about if you're trying to find something on YouTube, you want to watch a video, you want to see maybe a movie trailer, whatever, you're going to type in the name of that movie, the name of that song that you want to listen to, and it's going to come up. That's because on the video, it's the title name. So you want to make sure that you name your video the key word of whatever you're talking about is in that video. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, put the main keyword at the very top of in the description box with a link to your call to action URL just below it. Okay, so make sure that in your description, whatever you're talking about is at the top of your description. One of the myths is that in the description you have to write a big long description. That's not really true. You just write a short but useful description. Fourth tip: sprinkle your main key word or keywords and supporting keywords throughout your description. So if you have if there's say 2 or 3 themes in the content of what you're trying to say, make sure that the titles of those themes are within the description. And here's one that's really, really helpful that makes a lot of sense. Put your YouTube video URL at the end of the description. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, if you've got your URL in that's going to say direct somebody to say your website or to your blog, or even to the video that you have for on YouTube, for instance, then what a lot of people will do is they might copy and paste your description, and if you have your URL within that description, it automatically gives a link. It links back to you wherever they paste that description, because your URL is in there. So that's a very useful tip. So anyway, I hope, just to recap, make sure your file name is the same. The keyword is that's in your file name is the same. That's your title name. When you're doing your description, make sure that your main keywords are at the top of the description. Number two, you only have to write just a short but useful description. It doesn't have to be long. Make sure you're sprinkling your different keywords throughout your description. If you have maybe 2 or 3 different themes. And also, finally, but really crucial, make sure that you're putting your video URL at the end of your description, in case somebody copies and pastes it somewhere else. It automatically will link back to that video. So I hope this has been very useful, this video, and that you got value from the video. And if you want any more information regarding marketing yourself online, then you can check out my blog at jeffdupuis.com, or I usually make sure that there's a link to my video. So anyway, have a great day, and I wish all success within your business.